Hello everyone, we are the members of Team Green and this is our final DIY project in which we have designed a pick and drop robotic arm. So let's meet our team members. Hello everyone, this is Shivan Shukla, 20CS10057.
Hello, I am Likhit Reddy Mareddy 20CS10037.
Hello, I am Kanjikunta Vijay Kumar, 20CS30018.
Hello everyone, this is Vivek Jaswal.
Hi, I'm Vineet Amol Pippal and my roll number is 20CS30058.
So this is the circuit model which we have prepared in Tinkercad. As we can see, the servo motors are connected to the 3rd, 5th, 6th and 9th pins, and the potentiometers are connected to the first 4 analog pins here. The red wires in the circuit are all connected with the 5-volt supply from the board, and the black ones are grounded. Now let's start the simulation. So we can see here that the voltage fed by the potentiometers is mapped to the rotation of the servo motors. So this means that we can control the servo motors using the potentiometers here. The oscilloscope is connected across the 9th pin and it is used to measure the width of the pulse width modulation wave. Since the voltage value increases only up to a certain limit and the voltage across the variable resistors is not linear, we have used capacitors in the circuit to prevent jerky movements in the arm.
Hope Vineet led a basic idea of the circuit. Now I will be explaining the code. Include servo.h, includes the servo class, and the servo 1, servo 2, servo 3, servo 4 are the variables. 4 variables each corresponding to one of the servo. And these are the objects. Servo 9 corresponds to the servo which is connected to the digital PWM 9th pin, and servo 6 which is connected to the digital PWM 6th pin, and so on. This is the function setup which is executed once at the starting of the program, and here we set up all the pin modes, that is from where the input is to be taken and where the output is to be given. And then there is the void loop. As the name suggests, it will repeat the whole program written inside this infinite times. So here first we read the input from potentiometer through A0, analog read A0. This will assign to the servo variable, and then we map the values of servo to certain value between 0 to 180 degrees. That is the rotation of the servo, which basically can be calculated by taking 180 degrees to be divided into 1024 segments and then multiplying it with the value of servo. The whole this map function will do the work for us, and we'll write it to the servo 9, the servo connected to the 9th PWM. Similarly, we'll do for the remaining 3, and this code will be repeated.
So now I will explain you its working principle. So we have 4 potentiometers over here. The first potentiometer corresponds to rotation in this servo motor. The second potentiometer, it corresponds to rotation in this servo motor. The third potentiometer, it corresponds to rotation in this servo motor, and the fourth and the last one corresponds to rotation in this servo motor. So now I will explain you by rotating each one of them one by one. So this is if I rotate first potentiometer, if I rotate second potentiometer, if I rotate third potentiometer, and if I rotate the fourth potentiometer. Now I will show you its pick and drop action.